There are many great courses in South Carolina I have been fortunate enough to play. Harbourtown, in my eyes, is probably my most favorite course in the state. It is always in great condition. The greens are Pioneers level difficult, and the fairways, well, you can feel claustrophobic at times with narrow fairways with tree lines surrounding it. It is also a course I am constantly frustrated with. The first time I played here, I shot a 91. The second time I played it, the round was a mixture of great tee shots, compounding it with terrible approach shots, and even worse putting for a final round of 87. This time around, I have two goals. One is to break 87, and the other is to find the elusive birdie that I have yet to do at this course. I've got my Scottish cap on, so let's go see the teeth of Harbourtown golf links. The first hole is a little more deceiving than it looks. There is a lot more room out there than it seems. This drive is going a little bit wayward. I hit it solid enough to hit it past that tree line, so it only leaves me with 158 yards. That is a 7-iron. Back foot slipped just a tad. Going a little left, there is a greenside bunker over there.
Stay there.
It would creep into the bunker. It was incredible how beautiful this course looked on this day. Every other course in Hilton Head has dormant grass except for Harbourtown. They are constantly overseeding over there in the winter months, and it certainly showed with amazing conditions. Fortunately, I missed that par putt with tap in for bogey, and if you take a look at the overlay on the top right, you will see how I scored each hole from the previous round. Obviously, I'm trying to beat 87 on this day. That was a drive right down the center of the fairway. The last round, I tried to go for it at 2. This time, I'm laying up with a 7-iron. I felt like that was a smart decision. Putting it right back in the center of the fairway. That is a pitching wedge. Caught it a little thin. That is a theme that I would have throughout this round, catching it thin. I guess it's better to be thin than fat. Lord knows I've tried. Leaves myself with about a 30-footer for birdie. Pretty decent pace. These greens are pretty difficult to read. I think with the overseeding, they were a little bit slower than they were in the previous round that I had last year. That is a nice tap in for par. Back-to-back pars. I really don't get to say it that often at Harbourtown. That was another well-placed drive, just hanging on to the edge of the fairway here. That is a 9-iron.
Thin to win?
Thin to win indeed.
Yeah, good ball. All right.
Caught the right side of the green, putting for birdie. Got a little bit of a right-to-left slinger. I overread that just a tad, but that would be a nice little tap in for par. So I'm 1 over through 3 after going 4 over at the same point last year's round. Fourth hole is the first par 3. This par 3 is a great challenge with water surrounding the entire left side of the green.
Yeah, you love that.
I can't hit a fade, but I can hit a draw.
I striped that to about 15 feet for birdie,
Too hard.
but I still can't read these fucking greens.
These greens are...
Got this uncomfortably long 5-foot putt for par. But hey, at least I made that. You know, those putts were not dropping for me last year. We secure the par. We move to the 5th hole. It's a par 5 that bends to the left, so I slung that drive right down the center of the fairway. I'm laying up here with a 5-iron. That was a smooth, buttery swing. Leaves me with just a pitching wedge in. Another great tempo swing, but unfortunately not all of them are going to be great. Kind of got stuck there. Pushed it out to the right. Left it short. And let's take a look at the worst putt of the round. Granted, this is a long putt, but my God, was this offline. So we go from the front of the green to the back of the green. Got a 20-foot putt here for par. Oh! Boy, I feel like that happens a lot to me. I would tap that in for par. We move to the 6th hole. 6th hole here. Not a time to be hitting the slinger.
Look like it popped up.
I would find the waist bunker here, trying to punch out. That is a 6-iron. I made great contact with that, but unfortunately the moss here at Hilton Head is no joke. A little tip if you're on this hard pan lie, put the ball back in your stance, take a stronger lofted club, and get it close to the green. Also have great partners that cheer on your shots. So I'm just off the green here, putting for par. That was a pretty well-paced putt. That'd be a nice tap in for bogey. We'll move to the 7th hole, 156 yards. That is a 7-iron. And much like the pitching wedge on the 5th hole, kind of got stuck. Pushed it out to the right, would find the green side bunker. Almost blocked out by this well-placed tree.
Get up. Oh, I did get up.
I splashed that one nicely. Would leave me with just about a 5-footer for par. Oh, and I thought that was going to die in on the left edge of the cup. It did not. It stayed straight. So we're going to tap in for bogey. Oh.
No, that was
given?
yeah.
You know,
Alright.
it may have been given on this day, but I don't think the people watching this are going to give it to me. I'll have to mark that down as a double bogey. Move to the 8th. And once again, not the time to be slinging the drive here. So I'm just pitching out here on my second shot, trying to get it close to the green.
Alright.
That's exactly what I did. Leaves me with just a little pitch shot into this green. And I thinned the tits out of it, as the Brits say. With the green running away from me, I have to land this right in the fringe. That's exactly what I did. It was a perfect spot. So despite the bad tee shot and the poor pitch shot, we come out with a bogey. Move to the 9th hole. Short par 4. That is a 3-wood in hand. Struck it extremely well. Leaking just a little right. And it clanked right off of that tree. Leaves me in this pine straw. Got a narrow window. And I hit the window. Smashed the window. 2 for 2 with hitting trees. Let's see if I can make it a 3rd one. I split the uprights, but you know, I wasn't really paying attention on the distance. I was just trying to avoid the tree and ended up in this greenside bunker.
Oh, nice.
Thankfully, the bunker play has been extremely well.
You don't even need your putter. I mean, you can putt it out.
I'm not putting anymore. after that, I'm good.
The ball is bruised, the ego is a little bruised as well, but looking back on the front 9, I shoot a 7 over 43, which is 1 stroke better than last year's round, but I have yet to drop a birdie. The driver is holding strong as I am 4 for 7 in finding fairways, and 4 for 9 in finding greens, and the putting is also better than expected with 17 putts, all better than last year's round. Can I keep the momentum going? Well, let's head down to the 10th hole and find out. Let's move to the 10th tee and hope that we don't hit any more trees. That was a 3-wood striped right down the middle of the fairway. By the way, if you're looking for a Scottish cap, you can easily get them at the pro shop. Probably my favorite hat. I don't get to wear it that often.
Ken, what are you doing?
I cannot remember the last time I hit a shot that fat before. I feel like if you put a ball behind my ball, I still would hit that ball fat. Looking on the bright side though, I advance it forward. Just got 70 yards. Pitched that one very nicely. Pin high. Ran out just a little bit. Got a long putt for par. On a good line, and then all of a sudden, whoop.
I didn't hit it.
Came up a little short.
Good putt, good line.
But that would be a nice little tap in for a bogey. We'll move to the 11th hole.
Oh boy, Ken.
That's a nice drive. Just kind of hoping to draw that a little bit. It crept into the right side rough, 146 yards. That is an 8-iron.
Get through everything.
Clipped that one nicely. Almost hit a branch, but I avoided all the trees and landed on the front of the green. Got this 25-footer for birdie on another good line. Just didn't hit it hard enough.
Oh, it's Kendra.
If you're playing with me, even if you're a stranger, I love it when you talk shit. I think that's part of the game. Like when you see Justin Thomas and Tiger Woods or whatever talking shit to each other. I've just learned over the years not to take this game so serious. My channel is all about self-deprecation. hence the channel name, Ken Sucks at Golf. Pitching out there, I think I was aiming exactly at that tree and somehow it got through. Similar to the 10th hole, I got same yardage. Clipped that one nicely again. Landed it pin high, but that one rolled out quite a tad.
Just keep rolling. Thank you.
And then you sprinkle in a few compliments in between the shit talking. That par putt on the way. I thought it was great distance control, but it just kept rolling out on me. So I got this putt for bogey. We lift the left edge with 3 putt for double bogey. With this tee shot on the 13th, you want to make sure you're on the right side of the fairway. I drop kicked that one right into the right side of the fairway. Perfect placement, and it just kept rolling out. With leaving with a good yardage in, I kind of discussed it with myself, but I got a 7-iron in, 148 yards into a stiff breeze.
It felt good.
Best strike of the day. I was a little worried about hitting that greenside bunker. You do not want to be in that bunker.
It's fine?
Yeah, fine. 10.
I took extra club and I absolutely struck.
That was the best swing all day.
I'm just off the green, putting for birdie. I couldn't ask for a better situation. Look at this ball sling. Thought it was going to be perfect, but it was also running away from me a little bit. So it leaves me with about a 5-footer back up this hill. Thought it was breaking right. Stayed dead straight on me with 3 putt for bogey. We'll move to the 14th. Kind of disappointing bogey, to be honest with you.
In the wind? Yeah.
That was a 9-iron. Took extra club. I've been hitting everything thin. Just trying to preserve the tee box as best as possible. So I got about a 15-foot putt here for birdie. And once again, just coming up short and right. Nice tap in for par, though. 15th hole is a hole that constantly eludes me. I don't know if it's the tee box,
Oh, it kicked out.
if I'm setting up correctly. I don't know, but that was exactly the same outcome as the round I played in last year. Also the same grunt noise as well. So we're laying up with a 3-wood. Caught that one a little thin, but that's going to roll out quite a bit. Unfortunately, this hole is so difficult. I couldn't go for the green again, so I'm laying up again. That was a 6-iron from 165 yards to that point where I was aiming at. So now we have 58 yards. And now I'm going for the green.
Spin.
You can see there's a little theme going on. I'm hitting a lot of my shots thin. Made good contact with that chip.
Oh, it checked up to my ball up on me. Finally down on it.
Wanted that one to roll out a little bit. This is a putt for bogey. There's another theme, hitting putts way too short. So that's a double bogey on 15th. We're starting to accumulate a little too much of the double bogeys. 16th is a great drive.
It got up. That's a tiger line right there.
Yeah, big stuff right there.
Tiger line, but somehow I found the rough. And let's just take a look at the feet in correlation to where the pin is. I don't know why this happens. I really don't. I wish, I gotta tell a caddy before my round, if you see that my alignment is fucked up, tell me before I swing, because in my head, I don't recognize it. And that is the most frustrating thing. I've been working on it, but it's just part of my game that eludes me to this point. So now I'm looking to go up and down here for bogey. Got a little bit more room here to bump this in.
Very nice. Happy we got that one on camera, right? That's good stuff right there.
I was joking about him being in my shot. We make the bogey putt. Move to the 17th hole. My favorite par 3 on the course. It's such a beautiful par 3. It's even better when you hit it well, like I did there. That was a 7-iron.
Did that land?
Yeah, landed on the green.
Landed just on the right side of the fringe, so we got this undulating birdie putt. It broke left right away, but then it staked back to the right. Almost made that birdie putt. Good read by my caddy. Trying to tap in for par.
Yeah, that's exactly what the way you
There it is, let's go.
I'm watching you.
I was talking to him about how smooth his tempo was with his putting stroke. That's what I did there. Knocked it in for par. We move to the best hole on the course.
Best swing of the day.
Right?
Yep.
Wow.
A 90-yard wide fairway. You cannot miss this fairway, no matter how hard you try. Leaves me with a 5-iron in. Hit it really well. Just kind of yanked it left. Not a bad strike.
Findable.
So the search begins. I have not lost a ball yet during this round. I knew where it was. I just had to locate it.
I got it.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Found it and in a pretty good spot. I'm just trying to bump this into the green while the lovely couple takes a photo of the harbor behind them. The caddy's trying to give me a good read. An illegal read at that, but a good read nonetheless. Can I? Oh, I can't even get the words out before I screwed that putt up.
I felt my club face close the moment I hit it.
Yeah.
So I'll tap that in for bogey. And at one time, her putt in. Finish a wonderful round. I card an 86, which just narrowly beats my goal for breaking 86. The birdie still remains elusive, which means I'll just have to come back here again. I certainly don't mind that. It wasn't pretty at times, the driver felt inconsistent, the short game was a little shoddy. I honestly have no idea how tour players constantly shoot this low on the course. It should make for a fun week watching the RBC Heritage. The way Jordan Spieth is playing, I got my money on him reclaiming that plaid jacket. And as for the course, it is the go-to course if you're in Hilton Head. The course is a tad expensive, but what isn't these days? I really think it is worth the money to play one of the top 20 courses in the country.